Hello there everyone and welcome back. We had a few losses against Chaos there with a really unusual type of playstyle, I gotta say. Utilizing what I think is the Slaughter class cruiser, and whatever variant of the battle cruiser is similar to that. I'm not actually sure what that would be called, because I don't think got to the point where I even have one for my own Chaos fleet that I've been barely playing as, I think. It was a bit of a learning experience. I was hoping to go for best of 3 type of series. Well, technically be a best of 5, wasn't it? But I was still willing to do a third match even after 2 losses. I had faith that I could turn it around, at least begin to. At least end it off on a victory. And to be perfectly honest, I feel like if I had been more aware of which one was my admiral ship for an assassination mission, I feel like I could have won the second match. It would have been really tough though, even if I was properly aware, because he was like focusing everything he had on the admiral ship. So shielding it would not have been likely, and to be honest, all I had to do was warp out, which still would be difficult, but I had the shield transfers available. Let's just hope we get ourselves a good couple quick matches there, and I'm gonna try a couple things. I have an idea to help. Kind of like with my pacing and that with the matches, because it is pretty difficult to commentate as I'm doing the match, and I'm perfectly fine with the multitasking there. It's just maybe the quality of the video itself. Oh boy, I take back everything I just said. We are fighting Eldar, and apparently 300 points, so this could be another low-level fleet. Which, if he only has like light cruisers and cruisers, that should be okay for me. Because I'm pretty certain there is no Pulsar cruiser available for him, so I still don't want to be mean and go with just Dominators. I think I want to try something serious. Although, Gothic is like the worst ship for that. I'm not gonna lie, Gothic's like the worst ship because of that damn hollow field, and I have no points for anything else. God, this sucks. It's a good opportunity to practice what I wanted before though, which is the torpedoes, aiming it properly and using it aggressively maybe to influence his movement some. Because with short burn torpedo I still have a good chance of hitting him, at least against a Pulsar based fleet. Because he is going to be staying still for like his entire fleet, and damn it, I got distracted and I'm going back to old habits there where I'm not even paying attention to the mission type. Well, even then, a Dominator would still have wrecked them, potentially. And I just don't want to sink that low. This is supposed to be a learning experience. But, if I can get on top of those cruisers, even just ram them, they die immediately. So without a doubt, I need to be in the middle unless I'm confident enough I can do it while spread out with these 2 cruisers, which, honestly, I may want to consider. I'm really worried about, but this Dauntless is not going to do crap, in all honesty, to help me with that. It has no shield transfers. All it really has going for is like blocking the direction the ship's coming from. And with only like 1, maybe 2 for cruisers that have pulsars, in which case they'd be light cruisers, that may not be as big of a deal as I'm thinking. Now, I can reveal his ships easily enough in the nebula cloud. This is probably not going to do much, but I gotta try and put the pressure on him. And let's see, I gotta keep in mind that second nebula cloud there in his deployment, because he could be coming from anywhere unless he silent run with him. And he did turn around. Those were pretty maneuverable, so I don't want to say those are the actual transport ships. That could be like a bait. I could easily reveal him if I need to, but he's just going to silent run. There's a possibility he's just going to silent run at least.
Your orders?
So.
Helm coordinates acknowledged. Enemy ship sighted.
So I'm revealing him. Gotta get ready for the forage shields. I can easily dodge those torpedoes. That's the easiest type of dodge I can do. Because for crying out loud, he is activating the cogitators for me, so why should I be worried about that?
Yes, Admiral.
And now, can I hit him? Oh, that was too early. That was too early. I thought it was still high energy turning. That did not pay off to my liking.
Underway. All ahead full.
So he took a lot of damage still. But how am I gonna... There's his cruiser, so... I was aware. I kind of suspect as much.
Engines hot.
He's just nuking me right now. And he is going to take a lot of damage in a moment.
Resuming normal function.
Oh, this is going to suck.
Received.
Took a lot of torpedo hits.
Course plotted.
It's not going to do too much. I just wish I had the damn,
That's your command.
my high energy turn.
Speed set.
Yeah, this is going to suck too.
Setting course.
I kind of wish I had my Mark 1 available now, just for the shield transfer, but shields are about to come up.
Changing course.
I think I can do... Yeah, and I have engine... I do have repairs underway, so that will repair some of its health.
Coordinates acknowledged.
Yeah, and he did do the bait and switch, which is a little bit unfortunate. I could still kill his cruisers easily enough. Yeah, I was contemplating having the Dauntless over there too, and it would have done... It would have had the speed and mobility needed
Ready.
to just get up over there.
Orders received.
As it stands now, it's not going to be possible. Unless I get these lucky torpedo hits in. Not only does it do damage, it needs to cause a fire, I think, to actually be able to kill one of those cruisers.
All ahead full.
So, I do have frigates, though.
Engines hot.
Probably not as effective as I like, but it's still an option.
Helm coordinates acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Did he just blind fire torpedoes against frigates?
Sighted.
I feel like that was an auto cast.
Orders.
I almost feel like, because that didn't. That seemed like poor judgment. And he is silent running again, so
Reloading.
let me try and get the recharge going.
Enemy ship sighted. Cruising speed set. Understood.
That was a bad torpedo run.
Enemy ship sighted.
I want to just hit these things. I just need to destroy 2 of them, which is fine enough.
Set.
That was bad timing there.
Course plot.
I gotta be able to account for that boost somehow.
Orders.
And with upgrades, that can throw me off there.
Underway.
To some extent.
All ahead full.
I can still ram easily enough.
Yes, Admiral.
He's still focusing on my frigates, for
Helm
crying out loud.
coordinates acknowledged.
Which I'm seriously questioning his judgment here.
Coordinates acknowledged.
I'm not gonna lie. Although,
Understood.
still not gonna be able to do the damage I need to unless I just straight up ram.
Course.
That's the only thing I got going for me.
Orders
And with an shot like that, that doesn't even go through the armor. That was not a melted torpedo, and even then, that would not have made a difference.
at your command.
That would not have made a difference, and let's see. I can ram it, but that's the only thing it got going for me. Especially when this dang frigate, and of course I know my
Your orders.
other cruiser's not gonna do crap.
Engines hot.
I got a fire, but that's not gonna do much. Oh, we could have rammed in there.
Transport has escaped.
Yeah, really? It's the bait and switch kind of setup there. I should have figured they were in the other nebula cloud. I suspected as much, but I'm just condemning my overlord or cruiser to death if I spread out too far. Even though in theory that could have worked there. I'm just not used to being so aggressive against Eldar in a way that I can get close to him. Because I need to account for the boost, otherwise they're just gonna... My ramming attempts are just gonna be foiled, and even if I do ram him, the simplest way to hit him would be to hit him from behind, but the problem that scares me is I end up inadvertently helping him if I don't hit, because, well, I'm going to admit that I am not very versed on how exactly ramming works, how it's calculated, how it does damage, but the main assumption I'm trying to explain is that if I'm ramming him when he's trying to fly away from me, that's going to hardly do any damage just due to, like, momentum or something, I would think. So I'm too worried about ramming him from the backside, which is the most easiest way to hit him. And that would kind of just do nothing. Although, I do have torpedoes, and that close they should have done a bunch of damage. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm mumbling too much, huh? Well, we have a bit of a lost streak now. I'm sure that's refreshing to some of you people who are sick and tired of seeing me win at random. Probably not even knowing what the hell I'm doing. I like to think I know what I'm doing, but probably not, especially when it's so rare that I get like convoy missions and all those other type of mission types. I said mission type twice, that was stupid again. Because really all I'm really accustomed to is the cruiser clash, because that's what I do most. If I'm to really figure out how to play properly for like convoy and everything like that, I need to actually be getting that game type more, really. And of course, I wasn't even paying attention to the game type. I was thinking more cruiser clash anyway. And Dominators is way too simple. You saw how clumped up those three frigates were, or transport ships were. A Dominator alone, had I deployed in the middle there and played a little more cautiously, would have simply wrecked them. Without a doubt, I am very confident in that. So long as I'm smart about using my abilities properly, and that would be easy. And why am I not getting a match so quickly? This is a little bit unusual for me. Normally I start the recording and it just dives me right in. And I can't think of that much witty commentary. This saw points to really pass the time. I'm not that bright. All I am is a guy that just plays a video game, for crying out loud. It's a little unoriginal at this point. Nonetheless, what am I trying to say? I have not been using my destroyers here. Well, they were frigates anyway. My Firestorm is sword at all, which I'm a little bit disappointed on. But if I'm going to use them all, I either replace them in exchange for of the Widowmakers, which is a huge mistake, I feel, because I base a lot of my fleet design around utilizing Widowmakers for fission. So, really, I should skip out a Dauntless of some kind and make like 2, maybe 3, if the points allow for either Firestorm or Sword. Because that can be useful. Lots of constant fire there, especially for like smaller ships if I'm expecting it. Like for that convoy mission, potentially. Because after all, I only field like 2 ships. If I had gone with like a Gothic and field like even a Widowmaker or just some kind of frigate, that would have made things a lot better for me. A frigate alone would have took them out. What? This is unusual. I'm paranoid now. Wow. Well, that was interesting. Maybe it was a bug? I don't know. I am just going to speculate on what the hell just happened. Or I'm not going to speculate, damn it. Anyways, this is one where I was denied the last time I was on a space station assault. And I'm the attacker, and I'm saying I was denied because the damn game decided to crash on me when I attempted this last time. So, and we finally gonna face Orks, so I'm gonna point out right now, I am terrified at the prospect of fighting Tractor Kannons, because I don't know how to play around that. Because my cruisers are gonna get wrecked, and my battleships and overlords are probably the strongest thing I can field, because of the long range potential. So do I go a little more top heavy, and then make up with the remaining points there by having a bunch of smaller frigates that he may not care to try and go after? At least with the Tractor Cannon, that seems dumb. I don't know if it's a smart idea. I don't even have the points for a Widowmaker if I would do this. Well, I better put my money where my mouth is, I guess. The question is, I still don't have a clue how I'm going to utilize this. Lances sound better all around, because they can stay with my cruisers and provide long-range fire. Because I seriously doubt a Dauntless is going to be very effective unless it can somehow get behind them and hit with a torpedo barrage because of how weak the armor is on the rear. That's the only thing I can think of that would justify a Dauntless. Because they're going to get wrecked if there are Tractor Cannons or even Nova Cannons in that sense. That's a possibility too, but that's more of a short-term type of strategy for anyone who utilizes it because of their chance to break, really. So he's got mines. I want to position myself in a way where I have a lot of space to maneuver. A lot of wiggle room, because I may be trying to fight long range, which is kind of why I took the Overlord. Unusual strategy, especially for me, but I'm willing to go with this. Because I don't think I want to attempt to get close. I want to avoid a close range engagement there as best I can. And hopefully my swords are not firestorms are not a waste of points, because I don't know how to exactly utilize them. How I'm going to play with them is just keep them next to my cruisers, and once they start getting close range, then I'll probably get them to stay behind one of the ships, and then chip it away that way. Okay, I was wondering why it wasn't letting me select both of them. I thought I set the hotkey. So, I think we're all set. I do have a Widowmaker spot, but if it getting isolated is going to be, if it gets sniped, I am in a lot of trouble. Maybe? Well, maybe not, because Orks can't really, well, I'm not paying attention to the map. Look at all these nebula clouds he can utilize if he's going to play the long con. And if he has commandos, that's the only thing he can silent run with. And he is laying down mines, so let's see. And all I see is 2 ships, which I seriously doubt is all his fleet. I seriously doubt this.
Yes, Admiral.
And he is using a beacon. Where's the beacon going?
Ship ready.
I can silent run easily enough as is, but my Overlord's gonna get spotted.
Awaiting orders.
Where's torpedoes going? They're just going straight through. I can silent run easily enough. He may see what my makeup is, but I'm kind of okay with that. It's these torpedoes I need to be concerned with. Wait, why is my firestorm turning? I don't think I told you to turn, but okay.
Engines to maximum.
Let's aim this right.
Cruising speed set. All ahead full.
So I'll just run everything.
Changing course.
Oh, I'm gonna have to, like,
Engines
boost
to
these out. That's fine.
Yes, Admiral.
And
Helm
I was gonna silent run out, but I guess that's not a possibility at the moment.
Underway.
Wait, let's see.
At your command.
I'm gonna take a torpedo hit. I think that's fine.
Going silent. Ship ready.
Oh, I have him set to auto attack. That explains it. That explains it. He is just firing a lot of torpedoes, in all honesty. I should probably be doing the same, shouldn't I?
Your orders.
And I'm just letting my ships get hit in the process.
Burn retros. Awaiting orders.
That's a bit of a waste, isn't it?
At your
Alright, let's stop playing games.
cruising speed set.
He wants to play that kind of game, I'll let him. But I see him. And my silent running is still working, and hopefully my silent running will still be in effect.
Setting course.
Yeah, my retribution, all that is still hitting.
Ready.
I don't know if the Gothic is hitting or not, though. I'm not gonna lie.
At your command.
I was not paying attention that closely, because it would have gave me another identified icon if it was.
Orders received.
So, I do have my Widowmaker. I have torpedoes to fire.
Enemy ship sighted.
I should be aiming at the station. Well, that's kind of what I'm doing, but he does have a lot of fighters.
Yes, Admiral.
And I'm going to have my own frigates pretty soon with my Imperial Navy traits, so I can use them to kind of kill some of these torpedoes.
Retros.
So that's not a big deal.
Ship
I can
ready.
at least outlast this.
Course plotted.
So how's the best way to do my torpedo runs?
Your orders.
Because look, as soon as I start firing him, he starts freaking out. I should take that as a compliment. Come on. And I'm going to have my reload available. And because that was almost perfectly timed on my silent running there, I think my ships are still hitting. So he can't do crap as far as sap cans and all that.
Cruising speed set.
I just gotta make sure these torpedoes are limited in their usefulness. If I had a way to deploy it,
Yes, Admiral.
that's really my only concern. This is kind of a dumb setup. I'm not gonna lie. Just fighting torpedoes is a dumb idea. I'm not confident in my abilities to, like, avoid them without getting my frigates all murdered horribly. But I should, in theory, win it. So long as I'm aiming properly, because he is taking the damage and I'm quite frankly not. And he is, like, doing shocks attacks and all that, so let me get these frigates going. Let me eat these things. Because, yeah, I'm not even seeing any sap cans, so that's not a problem, right? Yeah, for some reason, he's shooting torpedoes at my frigates. Can someone explain this to me, please? That makes little sense to me, I'm not gonna lie. And I like to be able to fire my torpedoes without getting these things killed. And he does have sap cans, or was at the station doing that. This is not the engagement I want to play. I'm not gonna lie, but my frigates are not exactly helping deny damage. I'm not either, so... And I'm focusing on the station there, and it's slowly getting chipped down. And the retribution is going to take a good amount of hits, so... Let's stop playing around. Let me actually defend myself properly with the screen. I don't honestly care if these things die, aside from maybe the Widowmaker. This is not gonna... I'm not exactly excited for this, though. And, yeah, that was stupid. I'm just putting my own torpedoes in a stasis bomb as well, huh? Which is kind of okay, because that just gives me more time to shoot him down with my Cobra. Again, I want to deploy these ships. This up and die there was at one of my ships. It doesn't look like it was one of my ships. Yeah, this thing is about to die, so that's unfortunate. It took a hull breach is what killed it. Yeah, this is going to cost me. I should be trying to do standard long-range fire, but I'm not using torpedoes, is the problem. And I think he's summoning units as well. That's on fire as well, so... I am fearful of Orks because he's got tractor cannons. That's all I'm going to say. Almost every one of his ships have tractor cannons, so I can't get close. Because as soon as one ship gets within 9,000 units, he's just going to focus them all on one ship and basically bum rush it, basically. If not just ram its death. I do have the defense screen strategy at least. It's really the only thing I got going for me here, and it helps if I'm actually aiming properly. Yeah, that's ignoring my shield. He has traits to ignore shields. That's something I had not really considered. I'm sorry. I'm gonna apologize right now. That is not the match I want to play, but again... How do I play against that? Because I tried to circle around him, he just torpedoes me constantly. With every single one of his ships. And as I discussed before, even though I didn't really check, you can kind of see it on his silhouette, his ship silhouettes on the top right there, that the majority of them look like they had tractor cannons. Sure, it was a safe play. It may not be the most effective one. I'm frustrated as hell by it. I'm not going to lie. Although the strategy was sound once I actually became more confident with the fact that he had more torpedoes than me, and that I can use my frigates to kind of shoot them down. It sounds like a stupid strategy. Well, it's not really a stupid strategy. It's a boring one. What else is there to say?